Hello, my name is Elijah Olmos, and I will be presenting the speech based off of our class verse. The verse my class has chosen is 2 Corinthians 4:18 NIV, which goes, "So we fix our eyes, not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." And what's interesting is that the speech I composed, I wrote back in January of 2020. And in that 5 month time span, a lot has happened. But the message I originally went with, the main point, it still applies, even with what's going on today. And I hope you enjoy it. I'm a big fan of worship music from a few decades ago. Stuff like Petra, Point of Grace, Crystal Lewis. I find that the older songs are generally richer in quality, both on a musical and a spiritual level. There's this one group from the 90s called DC Talk, and they have a song from their Jesus Freak album entitled Day by Day. And in this song, they're essentially describing the struggles of an average Christian going about their daily life and all the various difficulties that they encounter. The song starts, "I live a simple life. I take a day at a time. I spend my mornings with God before I hit the grind. The subtleties of darkness never cease to amaze, as a physical world creates a spiritual haze." Now, envision with me what's being said in that last line. We have a physical world that's creating a haze over our spiritual life. It's something that's very relatable, isn't it? The world we live in and all the complexities associated with it create a haze over our walk with God and make it difficult to focus clearly on Him with all this other stuff that's going on around us. If we consider the next verse, it goes, "Blinded by distractions, lost in matterless affairs, reaching through the darkness, trusting you will meet me there." This is very rich content. We're described this familiar position of overwhelming distractions and stress that submerges us into the darkness, that we were originally supposed to be fleeing. And all of this for what? It's for matterless affairs, for social status, for appearance, for validation, for fleshly desires, all of which directly contradicts what Paul is saying in our class verse. If we look at it one more time, it goes, "For we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." And if we return to our psalm, we can take one last look, this time at the chorus, where it goes, "O dear Lord, three things I pray: to see thee more clearly, to love thee more dearly, and to follow thee more nearly, day by day." DC Talk just reiterates the point made in 2 Corinthians. What we're personally seeing now, the day-to-day stresses of work, school, relationships, money, it's all virtually temporal. But what we can't see, what's obscured by the haze, is what's eternal. Life gets rough, that's common knowledge. But what is quickly forgotten is how we're supposed to look through the difficulties and the trials and towards Christ. We need to reach through the darkness and trust that God will meet us there. The prayer in the song, it makes the same point as the class verse. There's three things we should be asking of God daily: to see Him more clearly, to love Him more dearly, and to follow Him more nearly, day by day by day by day.